What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to yet again another fantastical movie review. And today we are going to be reviewing Lake Placid. Not Lake Placid. Why did I still had to think of my computer from my last review. We're going to be reviewing Wrong Turn 4. Yes, I am not joking. Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings. Which is surprising. This one has a Rotten Tomatoes score from critics. The last one didn't. I don't know. Don't look at me. So this one is a prequel. So it brings back Sawtooth and One Eye from the first film. And they try to make sure you know that with the opening scene. They're like, hey, these guys are back and this is a prequel. We're making sure you guys know that going in. And also, Three Finger is also back. I was expecting this one to be a lot worse than it was. Now, let's go ahead and get into the negatives. Literally, right after the opening scene, where it's like a little, they're showing them as kids and everything in this mental asylum. And then it cuts to, years later when they're a little older, and you see this very, very close to just being straight up adult film, which is very much, I'm like, why? I didn't watch these movies for that. I'm here to watch cannibals. That sounds really messed up. But it's really, I understand a lot of movies that have sex scenes and stuff like that to establish these are a relationship or these guys love each other and blah blah blah, but that's really not what they go for. It's just this scene lasts way too long, and I'm like, can we cut this? Make it 10 seconds maybe, not this. Okay, we established there are two couples in the movie. I don't need to see this drawn out sex scene. But anyway, the movie is interesting, I will say nonetheless. It is interesting what they go for. It's new. They're in this mental asylum place in the snow, which is a new location from being in the woods in the first three films, which is definitely a welcome change. But does that give this movie any more weight? Well, a lot of the characters in this are one-note characters. A lot of them, I can't really put a pinpoint to their character because a lot of them are very forgettable. One that leaves halfway through to go try to find help. You got this lesbian couple, and that's all I can remember about them, really, besides, one of them is, a tough girl, kind of, and, we gotta work together, blah, 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 and the other one's kind of a B word. And that's what I'm just sitting on that the whole time. So those characters, and then you got all the other characters, there's this one dude who's is kind of a jerk character, but also isn't at the same time, and is also a little unhinged, but he also isn't. And there's this guy that's overly cautious, but then he's not, but you get the problem with the characters here. They have one thing you know about them, but a lot of time it's not done well, and even when they do stick to it, you don't like these characters. There's not really much of these characters to like. There's not really much to these characters to like at all. One or two things about them, and that's really their whole character. I try to get you to know these characters a little with this whole having fun montage scene. Oh, it's gonna suck to see these characters die. No, because, and obviously another problem with this being a prequel, nothing's gonna happen to Three Fingers, Sawtooth, and One Eye. Nothing's gonna happen to these characters because it's a prequel, and nothing is gonna happen to these characters because it's a prequel. And that's a little bit jarring with movies like this that really bother me. Now, the kills is where the movie shines. It's definitely going a lot more with the practical side, which I like. There's literally a whole scene they got somebody tied down, and they're cutting this dude up and everything, and it's like really like stuff like that like makes me wince a little bit. And I'm not in Saw though for some reason, like when it's like someone like hand doing it, it's kind of like in like Hostel or Vile. Those is it Hostel I'm thinking of? Yeah, I think it's Hostel I'm thinking of. But this movie is pretty good in the practical effects category, and it looks the practical effects look nice and they're done well. I don't remember anything that really bothered me. Maybe like one like shot where this person's head gets like lifted up on this razor wire or barbed wire, whatever it was, and then like her head comes off, and that little shot looked really weird. But it's like and that's the main saving grace I think of the movie is like the kills. Like I don't hate these characters. I don't like that they're one note characters that literally just like, okay, these guys are this, these guys are this, these girls are this, and this girl is this, and blah 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 blah. Like literally they have like one or two character traits, and that's all their character is. And some of them don't even have a character trait. You're like, okay, you're just here for the body count. Good. Don't need to get worried about you. And that's really it. Like everyone here, and a little bit of spoilers. If you don't want to skip forward in the video a little bit, if you don't want to hear spoilers, I will do this when the spoilers are done. Everyone dies in this movie. Like literally every single character dies, and then you have to say it's a prequel. They have to all die. No. Because, like, no other characters come back in movies. Like, literally every movie up to this point has had survivors. Literally at the end of every movie, someone has survived. So, that's something. Okay. Back to no spoilers. But the movie is just... It's just the characters the main thing that weighs the movie down. That's the main thing that weighs this movie down, is the characters. And I don't know if I'd say this is worse than the second, because at least like there were characters I actually kind of liked in the third one, but this one did not have any characters that I cared about. I really didn't care who died and who survived or anything like that. At the time that the movie was over, I'm like, oh, they killed everyone, so I don't care. Oops. I literally, like, a character dies, I'm like, okay, it was a cool kill, but I don't care if they're dead. Like, because you don't take the time to, like, actually make these characters likable. And, like, you're supposed to, like, and I know there are some, and there's not anyone, like, you really won't want to see, like, you're like, oh, I hope that dude dies. There's only one character like that, and, like, it takes a little while for it to happen. Not as bad in the last one with the one character you want to see die. It doesn't, But this movie, it definitely takes just the characters is the worst part about the movie. And I hate to say that. But that's all I got to say, guys. It's like, I like the setting. It's more unique for this franchise. The kills are all right. But the characters is what really weighs the movie down. So I have to give it a 2.5 out of 5 for that alone. But what do you guys think of on Rotten Tomatoes? It's got a 20% from critics and a 26% from audiences, which once again doesn't surprise me. I don't know if I enjoyed it more than the second one or not, because even though like the effects are better, like there's still like nothing to root for. And everything like that. At least in the last one, I had characters that I kind of liked and wanted to see prevail. Here, I don't want to see any of these characters prevail. I don't care if they prevail or not. Like, I'm just here to see Sawtooth and all them. And it's good to see them back. It's good to see like Sawtooth and One Eye back. Obviously played by different actors. And you get to see them as like kids in the opening scene. Which I like that. Maybe would have liked it a little better if that was the whole movie, maybe. That they were kids the whole time and they're like kind of sloppy at doing what they're doing. But that would have been a little interesting thing for them to add, but I guess they're not doing that, which sucks. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. What do you guys think of the movie? Tell me down in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.